What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing well. The New York Knicks just came out victorious versus the San Antonio Spurs on the road, and this was a much needed victory. The New York Knicks have not been playing good basketball lately at all, and I know the Spurs on paper, like, they're not the most talented roster in the world, but they have one of the best coaches, like, of all time, of Greg Popovich. They have Becky Hammond, who's a very good coach as well. They have a young roster, but this is a team, like, yes, I believe they're not even in the they're not even in double digits when it comes to wins, but they won 4 of their last 5 games. And this is a team that did not lay down and die against us when it looked like we would make a run. And this is a team also that beat the Golden State Warriors. They almost came back and beat the Phoenix Suns. They did come off of a back-to-back. And I want to give the benefit of the doubt to the San Antonio Spurs. They came off of back-to-back. It looked like they had tired legs. They had a lot of open looks that they weren't making from beyond the arc. As much as I want to give credit to the New York Knicks on defense as a whole, I really can. I thought the interior defense was solid. Mitchell Robinson was an absolute beast off the bench. Like, Nerlens Noel got the start. That was the change Thibodeau made to the starting lineup. Like, the amount of second chance opportunities Mitchell Robinson was getting was insane, and he just played like an absolute beast when it came to defending the paint as well. He just plays so reckless, though. There were so many injury scares, but there were so many times we left people outside on the perimeter. If it was Doug McDermott, he made us pay. But guys like Bryn Forbes, like, yes, he hit a couple shots from beyond the arc, or a few. He should have made more missed open shots. DeJounte Murray really didn't get things going. I actually thought we did a very solid job on DeJounte Murray, at least in my opinion. Credit to Derek White. I thought he shot it extremely well. Guys like Eubanks, he was just crashing the glass. This man was a freaking man possessed in the paint. And also Jakob Poeltl, I thought he gave some trouble to Nerlens Noel at the beginning of the game. I was scared the beginning of this game when Nerlens Noel, like, couldn't catch the basketball, turned it over the first possession, and the next couple possessions down the floor offensively for the Spurs, actually, a guy of Jakob Poeltl killed Nerlens Noel with his physicality. We know Nerlens Noel's not the strongest of guy in the world. I thought Noel did okay, but Mitchell Robinson, just a man possessed. The amount of energy and momentum Mitchell Robinson just brought off the bench was off the charts. But the Spurs won 4 of their last 5 games. They're no slouch. They're a team that's really going to fight, and the Knicks have not been playing good basketball lately, and it just felt good to come out with this victory. And I know some people are just going to feel very encouraged because RJ Barrett played well, which you really like to see. You need to see RJ Barrett play well. This is someone we spent the 3rd overall pick on. He had 32 points tonight. I thought he did a decent job defensively, a solid job defensively. He did a good job drawing charges. If I had a nitpick, he needs to finish better at the basket, in my opinion, but he shot it extremely well from beyond the arc. This dude was lighting it up. It was fun to watch, and he was 3 away from tying his career high, and you could say he would have got to it if he got even more involved at times. Like, at one point, we were running the offense through RJ, which I really like to see. I thought that was amazing to watch. In my opinion, he just looked very comfortable out there. We'll see if this goes on to continue, though. It's a consistency thing with RJ. If it's RJ not consistently knocking down his shots, if it's Thibodeau not consistently getting him involved in the offense, of him not constantly moving, Randall giving him the basketball. And Randall had a quiet first half, actually, but he eventually started to get things going in the second half. He was hitting threes, playing good defense, nice passes in transition, or he had a nice pass in transition, but he needs to learn how to balance it out of being aggressive and distributing the basketball at the same time. It seems like we either just have a distributing of the basketball Julius Randle or just a scoring Julius Randle. But at the beginning, yeah, it kind of was a scare. Like, Evan Fournier wasn't hustling back on defense. He was bricking, but we actually shot it extremely well in this basketball game. We'll see if it goes on to continue, but we did shoot it well in this game. But there was, like, times at the beginning I was like, oh, here we go again. Like, RJ wide open. Fournier doesn't even recognize the open man of RJ Barrett. Randall doesn't even recognize the open man of RJ Barrett. I'm like, literally a toddler, literally a baby could make that read and recognize RJ Barrett is wide open. But I love that we eventually did find him when he was hot. Burks, we know he's not a true point guard, but he was able to score the basketball. Just Nerlens Noel, you know what he's capable of. He's not a guy that's really going to put up big-time points, but I thought he was decent when it came to his presence at the rim. Getting into Mitchell Robinson again, like, his energy was freaking amazing. Like, him blocking shots, like, he's just so reckless out there. It really does scare me, but it seemed like he had 7, like, second-chance opportunities for this team. We killed the San Antonio Spurs, like, on the boards, and you can see the Spurs were tired coming off of the back-to-back, you're very encouraged with the play of RJ Barrett. You have to be encouraged with the bench. Obi Toppin didn't get a lot of minutes. I didn't think Obi Toppin played that well when he was out there, but quickly gave us a spark offensively. I thought Mitchell Robinson again was just a beast. Derrick Rose, like it felt like he wasn't the most efficient, but he probably was. I didn't really look at the box score when it came to Derrick Rose, but he gave us some much needed offense as well. In certain spots, you could see the ball movement was kind of there. We had some good moments of ball movement. There was times we really moved the ball. There was moments we kind of went away from it. Like specifically this one play, like towards the end of the game when RJ was wide open, it looked like quickly looked them off and shot it anyway. But you could say there's still inconsistent play. The Spurs came off of back-to-back, but the Knicks took care of business. Like, at the end of the day, the Knicks took care of business. The Spurs didn't make their shots. It is basketball. Teams are going to have off nights. And I feel like the Knicks never get lucky. Like, everything was bouncing our way, which was a good feeling. Like, it was nice seeing Randall hit those fadeaways at the end of the game. RJ Barrett had a good game. We'll see if this continues. It's all about consistency with RJ, and just it's about consistency for everyone. Like Fournier, I didn't think played that well. You could say hit a couple threes, but I thought he was kind of lazy defensively. But the Knicks found a way to come out victorious, and you got to be pleased with that. You could be pleased with it. It's a W. You could say it wasn't the best of W in the world, but we needed this W. The fourth quarter was kind of sloppy. Like we were turning the ball over, allowing some and ones, but eventually we did end up taking care of business, and we actually executed in the third quarter. I was like, what is this team? Like the Knicks are playing decent, the solid like third quarter basketball, because as you guys know, we're terrible in the third quarter. But let me know down below your thoughts. I really appreciate your great amount of support, and peace out, y'all.